Welcome back to Auto Legends. Today we are talking about one of the most anticipated returns in the off-road world, the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser Mini FJ, the smaller, lighter, more budget-friendly revival of the retro Land Cruiser formula. Toyota knows that not everyone wants to daily drive a three-row brick, but many still want the same honesty, the same square-jawed charisma, and the same "I will get you home no matter what" DNA. This little FJ is meant to be exactly that. Look at the exterior, and the intent is loud. A box with a face. Stovetop flat hood, upright windshield, squared arches and a tailgate that opens like a tool, not a fashion item. The proportions are compact and visually tidy, not puddled high like crossovers. The beltline sits upright, giving you real glass, real visibility. Lighting is full LED but shaped as a friendly throwback. Two round eyes up front inside a rectangular trimming, and a blocky Toyota bar across the grille like the old FJ and 70 series. The simple slab doors, blacked plastic bumpers, and exposed toe points tell you this isn't trying to be pretty. It is trying to be durable. The metal-heavy vibe means the truck looks wrenchable, like something you could scratch and not lose sleep. Around back, it shows the same honesty. A side-hinged rear door, a bump-proof lower valance for departure, and a high-mount third brake across the glass like the classic. Short overhangs are the point of the whole silhouette. The stance says clearance first, cosmetics second. Inside, the Mini FJ keeps the retro practical brief. Big linear dash, vertical center stack, grab handles you can yank on with gloves, and toggles you can hit without taking eyes off the trail. The screens are modern, big CarPlay, AA main display, and a clean digital cluster. But they're framed in rectangles and matte textures so the cabin reads tool, not lounge. Seating is upright, glass area is generous, and the cowl feels low enough for proper hood edge awareness off-road. Materials lean durable, grainy plastics, rubberized surfaces, and cloth or simple leatherette depending on trim. This is the kind of interior you could hose metaphorically with a towel, not panic over every scratch. Rear space is adult usable because the roof is blocky, not sloping. Cargo is box good, not swoop bad. Performance is where Toyota threads the needle between era and expectation. The rumored backbone is TNGA F genetics scaled down, with a hybridized four-cylinder making torque early and often rather than chasing revs. Expect a combined output in the high 200s or low 300s, with the hybrid acting more like torque scaffolding than economy wizardry. This kind of tune gives you the shove to creep, climb and pull without a big thirsty V6. Low-range hardware and a locking rear are on the table depending on trim, with multi-terrain management baked in for brain-assisted traction when the trail changes texture. Approach, breakover and departure are the silent spec heroes. The geometry looks yes before you even read the numbers. On-road, the Mini FJ is never going to feel like a Lexus RX. That's not the ask. Instead, it should feel planted and predictable, with enough hybrid punch to merge without drama and enough mass discipline to not drive like a wall. Because it is smaller, the usual Land Cruiser big truck inertia is dialed down, making this something you can thread through a city or a parking garage without needing to breathe through your teeth. Wind noise will never fully vanish with a shoebox profile, but the trade is the sightlines and sense of command. What makes this thing matter is not just specs, it is posture. It tells the world that off-road credibility does not have to be enormous or expensive, that a square vehicle that shrugs at beauty pageant crossovers still has a place, that Toyota still remembers the emotional equity of the Land Cruiser name. Trust, return, repeat. The Mini FJ gives that legacy to people who don't have XXL space, XXL money, or XXL ego. That is why this little rectangle will hit harder than its size suggests. Thanks for watching Auto Legends.